Hello, class. It's Monday morning, the start of a new week, and I'm excited to get going. I hope you are as well. Today is Monday, and what's our month? That's right, Monday, June. And if yesterday was the 6th, what will the date be today? What comes after 6? 7, of course. Monday, June the 7th, and our year is 2021. It's a nice, bright, sunny day out there. And if today is Monday, we know that yesterday was Sunday. And tomorrow will be Tuesday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. It's still spring, but on the 20th day of this month, it will be summer, and we'll have to change our season card to summer. Will you stand as we sing O Canada together?
And today, we're going to sing the Canadian National Anthem to celebrate all things Canadian. Are you ready? Here we go. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, we love singing the Canadian anthem.
That was wonderful singing. And let's thank Jesus for our new day, our new week, and for our country of Canada. Dear Lord, we thank you for the beginning of a wonderful new week. We thank you for the weekend that we had and the fun, time with our family, and time to worship you. We thank you for the country that you've given us of Canada. It's a wonderful country, and it's a privilege to live here. Help us to take care of the earth, to be responsible, to keep it tidy, and to be kind to the animals, and help us to love our families and to be thankful for them. Thank you that we can learn today about this wonderful world that you've given us. Amen. Alrighty. In our devotions, we've been talking about righteousness. Can you say that with me? Righteousness. On our own, we can't always make the right decisions. We can't always make kind decisions, generous decisions. We want to take care of ourselves. We don't want to listen to anyone else telling us what to do. That's how we feel sometimes when we're not listening to Jesus' voice. But that gets us into trouble, and it gets other people into trouble. Because when we only think about ourselves, we do selfish things, and we do dishonest things. But I know that you want to be the kind of person that is generous and kind and honest, and Jesus can help us to be that kind of person. He can give us a firm footing. What does firm footing mean? Well, if we have an uneven footing and we're walking along, there's a lot of rocks and it's not smooth, or there's a lot of holes in the ground or hills, we can easily lose our footing. That means we could easily trip and fall. Well, without Jesus in life, we could take a lot of wrong turns or make a lot of bad decisions. We don't always know what the best thing to do is. But Jesus wants to help us have a firm footing. He wants to help us walk on a smooth path of life. And in order to do that, we need to talk to him each day. We need to read his word that tells us how to make good decisions. And we need to listen to him speaking to our minds and our hearts. And he can help us make the right turns and to walk on the path that he has for us and not trip and fall by making the wrong decisions that can get us into trouble. So you can read some more about that in your devotion today called Firm Footing, and how Jesus can help us every day to walk with him. Alrighty. We're going to change channels now, and we are going to talk about language. Well, we've been talking about word families and how to build words by just changing the first letter of a three-letter word that's in the same word family as the other words. Well, on this page, we have three-letter words that are all from different word families. But you have picture clues to help you figure out what the three-letter word is. And if you know the word family for that word, it makes it a lot easier. Let's do a couple of those together. So the first picture, of course, is what's this? The artist or the illustrator for this page is a good artist, and they've drawn some very clear pictures for us as clues. So we know that the first picture is a kitty cat. So the three-letter word for this picture is cat. K. And we know our letter sounds, don't we? We've been working hard on them this year. K. What letter says k, k? Castanets. K, k, k. C. That's right. The letter C. So I'm also going to put that letter on this circle here. C. And I'm going to put it up on the board. There's the C. I made a line there for it. I'll make a line for this C too. All right. Now let's listen closely to see what comes after the C. What word family do we hear at the end of cat? K, at, at. What two letters spell at? If you said A, T, you're correct. At. A-T. So I'm going to put at on another circle. There's at. Put that up on our board. And we know if we add them together, we get a three-letter word. Let's do that now. K, at, cat. K plus at is k, cat. So that is cat. I'm going to put those together on another circle, and we will have cat. We've just spelled a three-letter word. at, cat. There we go. K plus at equals cat. I know that you are smart cookies and you can go ahead and fill in the letters for the rest of the 3-letter words on this page. You can go ahead and do that now. And let's stretch, 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 stretch. Wiggle your fingers. Take a deep breath in. Let it out slowly. Okay. When you've had time to finish your language, we're going to move on to our math. And this is a subtraction number bond page. You can see it's got the subtraction sign there. And you can see that we have some of the pictures crossed out, so we're taking them away. Let's start with some cars. One, two, three. A monster car, a little Volkswagen Bug, and an oil truck. 1, 2, 3. So if one of the cars, the monster truck, he's in a hurry to get going. He is not patient, so he zooms off. So we've taken one of our cars away, or crossed it out. How many cars do we have left? 3. Take away 1, or subtract 1, leaves us with 2. Well, if we have our number bonds, let's do that math problem with our number bonds. Let's say we had 3 butterflies. There they are, 1, 2, 3. And on our other page, we're going to show, on our other plate, we're going to show that one of them flew away. So 3, here's our first 2 numbers, 3, take away the 1 that flew away, and then our next plate will show us the answer. 3 take away 1, those are our 2 first numbers, equals 2. 3 take away 1 equals 2. There we go. Maybe this looks 3 take away 1 equals 2. There, we can see them all. On this page, let's see how many cars we have. There's the little red Volkswagen Bug. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 cars. But can you see that one of those has been crossed out? So on our first plate, we would have let's get rid of this here so we have room. On our first plate, here's a plate. We have 7 cars. 1, 2, 3. And these are Volkswagen Bugs, so they have curvy tops. 4, 5, 6, and the last one is 7. Let's count them, make sure I counted correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We said that one was crossed out. So let's cross this one out. And that's going to be on our next plate. How many were crossed out? One Volkswagen Bug. This one right here. So 7, take away 1. And how many was left when we crossed out 1 or took away 1? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that will be on our last plate. That's our answer. Seven, take away 1, or on our number line when we're going backwards, 7, take away 1 equals 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We go back 1 or take away 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, take away 1 equals 6. Can you see that 6 there? There you go. So that's how we do subtraction in a number bond. And then let's write our number sentence out. You can see underneath here, there's a spot for you to put all 3 numbers, and there's a spot for you to put them in the number bond. So 7, take away 1 equals 6. You would write those in the number bond. 7, take away 1 equals 6, and down here, you would write it as a number sentence. 7, take away 1 equals 6. And I'll write it on the board so you can see it better, the number sentence. Seven, subtract, that means take away. 7, subtract 1 equals 6. Can you see that? Now, I did 1 for you. There's another one up top here. Picture of kitty cats, I think they are. You can do that one. And then on the back, there's 2 more with bluebirds and pears. You can go ahead and work on that. And while the JKs are doing that, SKs, you have your own math page. You're talking about subtraction as well. And it's page 85, 86. So yours looks like this. Count on to add. Okay, that's the first half of your page is addition, and the second half of your page has some addition and some subtraction. Oh, and so does the first half. I see some subtraction there too. Yeah. In each box you have an addition question and a subtraction question. Addition, subtraction, addition, subtraction. And on the second half you also have some addition and some subtraction. All right, let's do a couple together. You're not doing subtraction with number bonds today, but you're still doing some subtraction and some addition. So the first one has pieces of cake. Can you see them? What shape are they? Are they kind of like triangles? 3D triangles, right? Okay. So here's our pieces of cake. We have, how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They look like they have some yummy icing on them too. Mine are just going to be 2D with no icing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. And we know, do you remember from back earlier in the year, 3D means we can pick it up. It has length, width, and height. But 2D is flat. We can't pick it up. It has width and height, but we can't hold on to it. So it's 2 dimensions. Okay. I should say it has length and height, but it's not fat or wide, so we can't pick it up. All right, so 6 pieces of cake. And our first question is an addition question. 6 plus 2 more. And then the second one is 6, take away 2 more. So we had 6, and 2 friends came along and they each had a piece of cake. So we're adding 2 more. 6 plus 2. You had 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Your friend brought 2. 1, 2. So how many pieces of cake are there now? If we went on our number line, it would be 6 and then 2 more. 7, 8, right? 1, we hopped over 2. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8. Oh, let's count them. We can start at 6 because we know we had 6. 6, 7, 8. So 6 plus 2 equals 8. Let's count them to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's our number sentence. All right. Now the next one is 6 subtract 2, or 6 take away 2. So there's our 6 pieces of cake. We want to take away 2. So 6, take away sign, 2. So we're going to cross out 2. How many do we have left? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6, take away 2, because we crossed them out, equals 4. All right, let's flip over to the other side of the page. On this side, you're using, there's pictures of counter blocks. So I'm going to show you that with our blocks, connecting blocks. And let's do this bottom one. 6 plus 6 and 6 subtract 6. So you can see that they have 6 blocks colored in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to get 6 blocks. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you want to count them? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus 6. 6 plus 6. I'm going to get 6 more blocks. These ones are red. Let's see if there's 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 plus 6. That's a long train, isn't it? So let's start at 6 because we know we already had 6. We don't have to count back from 1. We have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 6 plus 6 more equals 12. Let's count them all now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, let's do that math question together on the board. All right, we had 6 red squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you see them there? 6 red squares, and along came 6 blue squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, six plus 6. And remember, when we're making our question up and down, we put a line instead of the equal sign. 6 plus 6, and what did we say it equals? If we know there's 6 squares here, we're going to add on 6 more. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 6 plus 6 equals 12. Or we can write it this way. Same deal. 6 plus 6 equals 12. So you're going to put that answer in the box. Now let's do the opposite of that. We said that addition and subtraction are the opposite of each other. So now we're going to do 6 take away, or 6 subtract 6. So here we had 6 red squares and 6 blue squares. So we're going to say goodbye to the blue squares, or we're going to take them away, cross them out. There I am crossing them out, and now I'm going to just take them away. So we're going to change our number sentence and our signs. So instead of the plus sign, we're going to put the subtract sign. So we took away 6. How many red squares did we have, did we say? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we had 12. 6 plus 6 is 12. We took away 6. And now we have 6. But what if we start with only 6 and we take those away? If we only have 6 red squares and we cross them out, how many red squares do we have? Are there any red squares there? No. 6, take away 6 is 0. No red squares. No squares left. So that is our answer. 6, take away 6, rub it out, equals 0. 6, take away 6, equals 0. No squares left. If you have 3 apples and you ate them all, how many apples do you have left? None, because you took them all away. You put them in your stomach. You ate them. If you have 5 puppy dogs running around in your yard, and then they all run over to your neighbor's yard, how many puppy dogs do you have left in your yard? 0, because they all ran away. So they were all taken away, subtracted from your yard. Okay, you can go ahead and do the front of your page, page 85, and the back of your page, page 86. There's addition and subtraction questions there. On the first page, you have different pictures, different sets, and on the last page, you have Unifix cubes. And if you have counters at home, whatever kind you have, you can use them to help you with your subtraction and addition questions. So that's our math for today. And now we're going to go ahead and talk about our art. We have some artwork for today, or a craft to do. This week we're talking a little bit about farms and farm animals. So I've given you a barn craft to do today. On this page there's lots of fun ideas, and if you have time and if your mom and dad want you to, there's some recipes on there. But one of the ideas is to make a farm scene. So I've given you a barn. You can color it in your very best coloring. When you've driven around or been out in the country, I'm sure you've seen different barns. What are colors that you've seen barns painted? Sometimes we see red barns. I've seen black barns before, green barns. But you can color your barn whatever color you would like a barn to be, but make sure it's your best coloring. And if we trace around the outside, that helps us to stay on the inside of our picture. All right, after you have colored it, you can cut it out and paste it onto the white piece of paper that Mrs. Pedler put into your package, so it has a nice frame or a nice border. And then there's another page here. It says farmer, and you can, I've heard Farmer Brown before, but you can give your farmer whatever name you want him to have, his last name, and get some help if you need to write his name in there. Maybe someone could write it on a page and you could copy it. I'm going to say Farmer Brown has an animal that begins with the letter what? Blank inside. So you need to pick an animal, maybe your favorite farm animal, draw a picture of it here, and let's say we picked pig. Pig. What letter does pig start with? P, of course. So you would put a P on this blank right here. Farmer Brown has an animal that begins with the letter P inside the barn. But that's just my choice. You can choose whatever farm animal you want. Can you guess what it is? So you're going to have the animal hiding behind the barn doors. After you have colored your barn, cut the doors so they can open. But don't cut them right off, just cut it in the middle. And cut out your picture and the words, if you want to, and put the picture on the white piece of paper so that when you open up the barn doors, you're going to see your animal behind the barn doors. And then close the doors, and when somebody reads this message underneath, they can guess what animal you have behind there, and then you can open the doors and show them. You can go ahead, and there's some instructions there for you to help mom and dad and you, if you don't remember exactly what Mrs. Pedler said. But you can see here, there's the barn glued on the white paper, the doors are open, and there's the picture that you can see behind when the barn doors are open. And you can see that they can close the barn doors to hide the animal so someone can guess what's behind there. So have fun with that. And the only thing left that we have in our lesson today is our story time. So we've done a lot so far, and now it's time to take a breath. Let's do that again. Let it out. Let your mind and your body relax. This story is called Cock-a-doodle-doo, Barnyard Hullabaloo. It's written by Giles Andre and David Wachowski. Wachowski. There we go. Early in the morning, look at that beautiful sunrise. As the sun begins to rise, the pigs are feeling hungry and they're snorting in their sties. That's where pigs live, in pigsties. The rooster wakes the farm up, cock-a-doodle-doo, with a cock-a-doodle-doo. The sheepdog won't stop barking, and the cows begin to moo. Moo. There's a stomping in the stables, and there's a bleating in the barn. So let's climb aboard the tractor and explore the noisy farm. Can you see the animals we talked about? Where's the rooster? Yep, right up there on top of the barn, waking everybody up. And you can see this barn door is open, and what's inside it? A piggy. And there, these barn doors are open. What's inside? Some sheep. What else do you see? A donkey, a horse, and some more piglets. What's over here? Oh, there is the farm dog, the sheepdog in his own little house with the door open. And there's the tractor. The farmer gets up early. He's already on the fields even before the rooster is crowing. What are these right here? Can you see what's buzzing out of those? Those are beehives. And I like the way their fence is made out of stones. I was in Scotland, and there's a lot of stone fences there. That's a lot of hard work to make a stone fence. But farmers don't want those stones in their fields, so they collect them when they're picking rocks out of the fields. What a good way to use them. Rooster, cock-a-doodle-doo. I'm the rockin' rooster, baby. Tell me, who are you? He looks proud. He looks happy. Doing a dance, cock-a-doodle-doo. Chickens, we are chickens, covered with feathers, all over our wings and our legs. So of course we could fly if we wanted to try, but we're too busy laying these eggs. Do you think they really could fly? They're bragging to the rooster. We could fly if we wanted to try, but we're too busy taking care of our eggs. They do have wings, but can chickens fly? Cow. Sometimes I moo while I'm chewing. Moo. I hope you don't think that's rude, but mooing and chewing are what I like doing. Do you moo when you chew your food? Moo. See him chewing up those beautiful wildflowers from the field? They're tasty to him. He looks happy. Just out in the field, chewing up some flowers. What would happen if you mooed at the table while you were eating your yummy food? Would it be rude? Not for the cow. Sheepdog. I'm the farmer's old sheepdog. He's faithful and his loyal best friend. I've been by his side from the day I was born, and I'll stay with him right to the end. What a nice sheepdog friend. He's been with the farmer for a long time, and he said he'll stick with him to the end. What's this rod here? That's the walking stick. And why does it have a curl around it there? That's to help the sheep go in the right direction. And the sheepdog helps to herd them up in the right direction as well if they're running off and the farmer needs them to be in a safe place. So he helps the farmer keep the sheep safe. Barnyard cat. He doesn't look like he's doing much, does he? Having a snooze. And look at what's right in front of his nose. He's missing his meal. There's a mouse right in front of his nose, but the mouse is going to get away because the kitty cat is busy snoring. Hello, I'm the big barnyard kitty. I sleep in the shade of the house, but I always keep one eye half open to spot every passing plump mouse. But I think He's fast asleep. I don't see one eye open, do you? Do you think the mouse will get away? Pigs. I love taking care of my piglets and watching them wriggle and squeal. They clamber off all over top of each other to snuffle around for a meal. So there they are, climbing on top of Mummy, trying to get a drink of milk from their mummy. She doesn't seem to mind. She loves them. And they're snuggling. Donkey. It's wonderful being a donkey. I simply spent hours and hours just wandering around on the soft, grassy ground, sniffing the sweet-smelling flowers. That doesn't sound like too hard of a job. Wandering around, sniffing the flowers. Turkey. I've got these funny floppy things that hang down from my neck. They dangle when I gobble, and they wobble when I peck. He does have a funny neck, doesn't he? Cackle, squawk, cackle, squawk. Who do you think those are that make that noise? The geese. We waddle around in the barnyard and make so much noise when we talk. The wandering goslings rush out of our way as we babble and cackle and squawk. Oh, they look bossy. See the little goslings? Those are the baby geese running away. Sheep. I've got gorgeous fluffy fleece, which makes me very proud. So I skip around my meadow, make believing I'm a cloud. Do you think this sheep looks like those clouds in the sky? Goat. I sometimes hang out by the sheep pen, chuckling into my beard. Sheep often think that they're better than us, but goats never need to get sheared. There's the sheep laughing at the goat. But the goat says, we don't have to get sheared. What does sheared mean? When the sheep are sheared, they're getting a big haircut. All their wool is being cut off. It doesn't hurt them. But then the wool can be sold to make yarn. But the goat is saying, I don't have to get a haircut. Horse. There's nothing like hay when you're hungry. I'm happy to munch a whole bale, but sometimes I stop for a clippity-clop or to flick a few flies from my tail. He looks pretty happy too, flicking the flies off his tail, clippity-clopping along and eating his hay. See the big furry feet he has? He has a lot of hair over top of his hooves, doesn't he? Looks like he has some fancy pants on. Bull. I love to snort steam from my nostrils. It makes me look angry and tough. And then I start scraping my hoof on the ground. If that isn't scary enough. Ooh, I think I'd get out of his way. What do you think? He looks pretty scary to me, snorting and scraping his feet. I wouldn't want to meet up with those horns. Fox. I wait in the woods until nightfall. Then down to the barnyard I creep. Uh-oh. Because nothing looks quite as delicious as chickens who've fallen asleep. Ooh, I hope he doesn't get any. You can see that the sun is no longer up. What's in the sky? The moon and the stars. So the nocturnal animals are coming out like the foxes, and he's a sneaky one. See, even the mice are hiding. They're running into the milk containers. The fox is creeping and sneaking to the hen house. Owl. I always hunt at nighttime. There's another nocturnal animal. And I sleep throughout the day. Ter-wit-doo, you'll hear me cry, out of searching for my prey. Ter-wit-doo. There's the owl coming out at night, searching for his prey. What do you think his prey would be? Maybe some little mice? Now it's nighttime in the barnyard, and the moon is shining bright. It's time to leave the animals and wave them all good night. The cows are feeling sleepy, so they settle on the ground. It won't be very long now till they're sleeping safe and sound. The horses in the stable, and the hens are in their shed, but the sheepdog's fallen fast asleep inside the farmer's bed. Well, it looks like the fox is outside of that stone wall, so that's a pretty strong wall, and I hope he stays, it keeps him outside of the barnyard. And there's all the animals safe inside, ready to fall asleep. Can you see the cow and the horse and the hens? And what's right up on top of the barn? There's the kitty cat right up in that top window. And there's some hens in the hen house. So I think they're all safe and sound. And there's the bees in the beehive. Maybe they'll keep that fox away. Well, the farmyard is a beautiful place. And all the animals are different, just like we're all different, and they're all interesting. And I hope that you all have a chance to visit a farmyard sometime. That's it for us for today. We have some other fun farm activities throughout the week. So I hope I'll see you back here tomorrow, and we'll spend some more time together. Bye for now.